So my not so great moments of The Flash. There was one time where Barry lost his powers, he got him back, and they had to show him throwing up. Like, I don't know how many times you gotta show throw up in a movie, but it's not there for laughs. I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea seeing that. The CGI in the movie, honestly, I don't know what was going on because the director came out and said it's been a long 4-year journey on making this movie and finally releasing it. And to also say that this is not the finished product, the CGI in some parts were really, really good. And then other parts, it took a real hit. You know, I have to say the morning daylight scenes were not it. I don't know what kind of color grading they did with saturation and whatnot. That's going to be a definite talking point of the movie, of the CGI just really being awful. There was a scene briefly in the beginning with Ben Affleck's Batman. It's still not for sure if it was Ben Affleck on the screen under that cowl the entire time, because there was one scene that it just looked really just bad. There was something with the cow in his mouth, and honestly, it brought me back to some Justice League moments where I was just like, what the heck were they thinking? How did this get through to the final or, you know, the semi-final product? I don't know what they were thinking on that scene. That was just terrible. The Flash's suit was really cool in some aspects, and then when it was him talking with the other Barry, those scenes were pretty awful. That was just awful all around. And then my other biggest gripe with the movie, honestly, was the lack of screen time for Supergirl, Sasha Calle. She was really big part of the marketing, and I think they took away from her. I thought they were building her up really good, really well, and then she really didn't have much screen time in the movie whatsoever. So that was a definite flaw of the movie. Also having Michael Shannon come back as Zod. I thought he was going to be super menacing again, and he really wasn't. They underutilized him really badly, along with Fiora. They didn't really do a really good job with that. My other just shaking my head moment, honestly, this is a major spoiler, was having the Nicolas Cage Superman. You know, there was a scene with him out there, and I know Kevin Smith is probably hitting the air right now because he talked about how Warner Brothers back in the day really wanted a scene of Superman fighting a giant spider-like creature, and they made it for the film. So I don't know if that is just a terrible decision on their part or a very brilliant decision on their part, but it's in there. So yeah, stay tuned for more, guys.